and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here is Young. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. Now it's Burrow. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extent. He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Set, punt.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And some room to work. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, it's Burrow. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bengals.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just went bad on that board, but now they broke it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Third and short yardage, Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Young on third down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Young to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
11 MP, 11 MP.
Now Burrow on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing on second and long. Burrow. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Chubb will get the call running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good for 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set, ready. Smith, red. Blue, check.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On 2nd and 12, Young. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Calling a gain of 5, 4th down now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4th down, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now here's another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Young to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Burrow will throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Punter pressure, and they got to him again.
On one, right?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
Here we go.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
11 empty, stop.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it was 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Check, peek. Ready.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
That throw by Young incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
52 blaster.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling
Here we go.
that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Young's going to throw it here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over